Action! Hi, this is Laurie.
This is Peter.
And we're with Action Heroes LA. Welcome to 2023. And I just want to say I'm proud of myself because I've improved our little video production qualities, technical stuff.
Yes, you did.
I've been working on it. I'm finally getting it to the point where I've always wanted it to be. I'm using a higher definition camera. Well, higher definition recording. Better lighting. Anyway, I'm proud of myself.
So it was better definition.
And I've actually did something with my hair.
I did too. It was gone for a while, but now it's come back. So
or maybe we can even add a little more. I don't know if that's even better. Okay, well, we're with Action Heroes LA, and we're completing our Holiday Horror Fest. Although this movie we're going to review today wasn't necessarily a horror film.
Well, it was and it wasn't.
I would qualify it more action than horror, though.
It was a Christmas movie.
It was a Christmas movie.
Just like Die Hard.
Oh, gosh. I don't care if you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie or not, honestly. I'm not part of that debate. But anyway, we're going to review Violent Night. It was our final movie to watch. And I saw just like the poster for this, maybe a bit of the trailer. It's like, this looks like it might be fun.
Mm-hmm. And it starred the Crimson Tide.
The Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
The Crimson Avenger. Shit, what was his name in
the Crimson Dynamo.
The Crimson Dynamo. Yeah. So Violent Night is a action movie.
Yes, there was a lot of action.
And starring David Harbour. Let me just get a description for it that I've lost on my screen now. Hello. An elite team of mercenaries breaks into a family compound on Christmas Eve, taking everyone hostage inside. However, they aren't prepared for a surprise combatant.
Yes.
Santa Claus is on the grounds, and he is about to show why this Nick is no saint.
No, but they didn't talk about the Home Alone kid.
The Home Alone kid.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that. So what did you think of Violent Night, starring David Harbour?
Well, truthfully, It was a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun with it.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it the best movie ever? Hell to the no.
Okay. Well, okay. That's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There are a lot of reasons that from the beginning at first I didn't like it.
Okay.
Then kind of in the middle I started really liking it.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then at the end I was just like, you missed it by that much.
Okay. Yeah, Violent Night. I mean, also starring in this is John Leguizamo. Who else? Alex Hassel, I'm not sure. He's a guy I've seen in a lot of stuff, but I never knew his name. I've seen him in a lot of stuff.
But John was pretty good in this.
John Leguizamo as the villain. And
yeah,
also,
he's the villain.
Surprise, I was wondering who this actress was while watching the movie. I couldn't figure it out, but she looked familiar. It was Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah, she's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a few years, so it's she's gotten older and didn't quite recognize her. So in her older, more
it's all the plastic surgery.
Look. Oh, come on, now. But so anyway, I thought this is a little bit of a miss for me. This movie, it did.
It did miss.
It doesn't quite make it.
It swung though.
But that doesn't mean there was some fun to be had. It's a comedy, so there was some funny parts. It's an action film, so there was action, and
it was a love story.
It was, I guess you could. There was a bit of a love story.
Mrs. Claus came back.
Mrs. Claus came.
She didn't actually make an appearance, but she came back.
He was missing him some Mrs. Claus though.
Yes, he was.
That's kind of hard to say. Anyway. There's a song title in that somewhere. But, it was a little bit of a miss for me. I was hoping to have a little more fun with it, but it starts out seeming, okay, maybe they're trying to go for Bad Santa. And then it's like, okay, there's a little kid involved, and she directly references Home Alone. And then we get into the scenario, and it's Die Hard.
Yes.
So it's somebody who watched these movies on a loop when they were a kid, probably on cable TV as influence to make this movie. And you can see how them pitching this movie, it's an easy sell. It's like, suppose Die Hard meets Home Alone, except the Bruce Willis character is actually Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus. Uh-oh. Spoiler!
Spoiler alert.
Well, I don't think that's much of a spoiler. That's
Sure it is.
It's more of a surprise for the bad guys in the film rather than it is for the viewing audience. So it was, I could see how they... Okay. What? Yeah, that was
Captain
one.
America's going to come and get you and the Crimson Dynamo.
The Crimson Dynamo is going to take care of him. But that's, one thing, that was an interesting twist. I thought that Santa Claus was like a former Viking warrior or something like that who used a hammer in his more violent days. They don't get into why he became Santa Claus or had a change of heart or something, but they just, they wanted to establish Santa's going to be able to kick some ass.
Yeah, and he was missing Mrs. Claus.
You keep saying that. He was missing. Did you just want to? You have a thing for Mrs. Claus or something?
No, but she must be one hell of a woman. And then she comes back kind of in the end and gets him ready.
Oh, God. Okay. Gosh. Anyway. So, yeah, I got, but, this movie was, it's kind of, while I was looking up the information on it, it's been a success. It was, budget was like $20 million, and it's made $73 million at the box office.
Yes!
And plus the $20 I spent to view it at home,
Yes. So they
$73 million and $20.
They should make another one.
They probably will, I would think.
Yeah, but this time, you know what they got to do.
What? I don't even want to.
Grandma got run over
by reindeer. They did miss an opportunity to reference that song. But yeah, I thought it was just, it didn't quite, there were some good parts that just didn't gel together. I thought they tried, if you're going to do Die Hard, you're going to have to top its action scenes. And these action scenes are just kind of by the numbers and ho-hum. And
they almost had a part where they could do the dialogue, though.
How do you mean?
Come to the coast,
I haven't watched Die Hard in like 30 years, so don't even start trying to quote it to me. So, yeah. You had any other observations of this film? Things you liked, or?
Well, here's the thing. It started really getting good when Santa started taking things into his own hands and said, I like the way Santa unloaded his sled in the beginning.
Okay.
Or unloaded himself or whatever.
Okay.
I think that was split pea soup.
Oh, God.
With rice.
That's the bad Santa part. But one of the things, I really like David Harbour in this. He was great as Santa. Mm-hmm. He had just enough, there's some really heartwarming parts of this. And it's usually with him. Mm-hmm. He's really kind of projects that quality for this character. Even as a character who's this former warrior, but he's Santa. He's kind of tired of this shit and stuff like that. Yeah. He's missing Mrs. Claus, as you keep saying. And,
you know what? She must have a fantastic... Never mind. Well, anyway.
My God. With the Mrs. Claus. But, yeah, I thought he was great in this.
Yes.
I just think the movie kind of underserved his presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they really had a good idea.
Yeah.
And they were going with it, but the editor should have got more involved and just snipped a lot of stuff out of there.
Well, I just thought it's a fun concept, but you got to develop it on just being a fun concept, and that's what is missing. It's not developed beyond, oh, it's Die Hard meets Home Alone meets Bad Santa. Then,
Right.
Yeah, but you got to make it different from those movies.
Yes, you do.
And I'll take it. I haven't seen Bad Santa, but I just can kind of know, aware of it,
But,
what it's about.
What was Sylvester Stallone's last movie? I think it was on Netflix.
No idea.
What you guys know it? What is his name? Serpentine or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, anyway, he was a superhero
Okay.
that had a sledgehammer. Everybody's trying to do the Thor thing.
The Thor
today.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's why Thor had to get Stormbreaker.
yeah.
Everybody's trying to use
Yeah.
a hammer. He's like, I'm.
Yeah.
No, I gotta bump
Yeah,
it
and
up.
then Captain America.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Once you go Cap, you never go back. Mjolnir is tainted now. No, but anyway, we're talking about Bad Santa. We're talking
Yes.
about Violent Night. I do think, there's the question I keep seeing popping up: is this a good movie for kids? And one of the other thing is, I think it's too graphically violent. I think you
Yes.
could have the action and the violence, but when you throw the blood on there.
Yeah,
And
and
I
it
know
was way too much.
It was too much. And I know you're trying to live up to the title Violent Night. And so, yeah, I get it. But just because there's an element of heartwarming thing that
Right.
when you get, there's really, it does manage to get a heartwarming quality about it. So when you throw in that, it's like, oh, you just kind of missing to have this
Yes.
as something that kids could watch. Because
Yes.
like the Home Alone element was fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Home Alone, the action in Home Alone was kind of fun, comical.
Right.
And this one, they try to do that, but then they want to be like seriously violent and action worthy.
Right.
Yeah, it's just kind of just a little bit of a miss. Just
Yeah.
not quite enough of a original, ideas or execution to really kind of like give this a thumbs up and say, yeah, check it out. So.
Yeah.
I mean, check it out if you want, anyway. But
Yeah. But you know what? Maybe I would just wait till it's just kind of on, and it would be fun.
Well, would you want to watch this every year at Christmas time?
Only if it was free.
Only if it was free. Well, I mean, that's what could happen now. It could go on rotation just on TV. But it's just a little too violent for that. And I was like, you just miss having kind of a Christmas classic that people will watch over and over again.
Yeah.
They might, but I can't see it happening. It's just
it's for me. It's too long. They dwelled on too many things, and it was just too long. And they missed that. God dang it.
Well, I really like David Harbour as Santa Claus. I'd like to see him play this character again. Maybe they can do a sequel and improve on, this concept.
Yes.
Maybe there's hope for that.
Yes.
Because,
I would think that
he
there
brought
is.
something as Santa Claus, I thought.
But and what would be funny?
What?
It'd be funny, you guys. Every year they end the movie with the same thing happening and the same song, because I mean we've had horror movies with Mr. Sandman.
Yeah.
We've had horror movies with Be My Baby, which are
Just recent horror movies.
just great for that. We've had, well, it's kind of too on the nose maybe, but Jeepers Creepers with the song Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I really think they should have ended this movie with Grandma got run over by a reindeer and actually run Grandma over.
Oh, I mean, she almost got run over. Not quite by a reindeer, but they did miss out that opportunity.
Yeah, they did. I wouldn't have liked it if they would have hit her with the hammer.
No.
They did a little, I think, too much hammerizing
Hammerizing.
Yeah, in the movie.
Too much hammerizing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I think they missed on when Santa Claus, went and who went with him through the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it.
Alrighty. Anyway, that's Violent Night. It is available to stream at home for premium price right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure yeah, you can wait. You can wait. You can wait till next Christmas to check it out if you want to. But yeah, there's some just missing the mark. They had some good qualities. It didn't quite sum up to being as a whole a good viewing experience as a movie. So
you know what they could do for next year?
Let us know what you think in the comments. What?
They can do Festivus.
For the rest of us?
For the rest of us.
Okay. They could do Festivus, I guess.
Right.
All right, so we out.
We out.
Oh, this thing is stuck. Okay. We out.